Do not look for a unicorn. Today, I want to talk about the 5 mistakes first-time homebuyers make. And I'm going to go ahead and burst everybody's bubble right here from the start. Do not look for a unicorn. You are not going to find a 5-bedroom, 5-bath home within 4 steps of Ponce City Market for like $300,000. It's just not going to happen. So set some realistic expectations and just remember that you're probably going to end up getting a home that meets about 75% of your criteria, which still is pretty great. The other 25% you're going to make up yourself by doing some improvements or as the neighborhood continues to grow and come along. Mistake number 2 is not being pre-qualified before you start your search. I know the most fun part of the whole process is going out, open houses, looking at homes. That's the fun stuff. But you need to have realistic expectations and know what you can honestly afford. You don't want to get your heart set on something that's $500,000 just to figure out that you're only qualified for $400,000. The third mistake is using the listing agent to represent you when buying the home. This one happens a ton. Most commonly, a couple walks into a house, they like it, they want to write an offer, they've been pre-qualified, and the listing agent offers to represent them. Now, sometimes the listing agent will reduce their commission if they're representing both sides, but ultimately their client is still the seller. So it's in their best interest to protect their client. So in that situation, you really don't have someone that's only representing your best interests. So while the listing agent may say they're gonna cut their commission 1% or something because they're representing both sides, the fact that you'll probably end up paying 3-4% more for the home doesn't really make up for that 1% in commission that they're offering back. So just something to think about. You may end up paying thousands of dollars more because you went with a convenient route and used a listing agent that you met on the spot. You want someone in the biggest financial decision of your life up until this point to really be guarding you and representing your best interests. So make sure that you do your research, find a good buyer's agent that you feel like you can trust and is knowledgeable. Number 4 is underestimating your yearly maintenance costs. You need to have a budget for the household every single year, and my recommendation is to allocate 1% of the home's purchase price for yearly maintenance and upkeep. You want to make sure you keep your house in a good condition so that when you go to sell it down the road, you make the most money off of it. Number 5 is going to surprise a lot of you. It's buying when you should be renting. There are definitely people out there who should be renting. If you're planning on moving within the next 2 years, I would recommend renting. If you're not sure of the area or if you just moved here and don't really even know the areas, it might be a better idea to rent for a little bit, get familiar with the places you like, the places you don't like, where you like to be on the weekends, things like that, the school districts, and then you can buy when you know you're going to be there for more than 2 years.